What's going on, guys? JPB Duel here. Hope you guys are having a really good Monday. And for today, I'm gonna be bringing you Prank Kids versus a Burn matchup. Now, if you guys don't know what a burn deck is, it's basically a deck that people use to inflict as much burn damage to you as possible in one turn and try to OTK you. Yes, they run a lot of spell and traps that burn you, and they run lava golems. Lava Golem is a card that tributes 2 cards on your side and keeps burning you for 1000 damage every turn on your standby phase. And sometimes these guys even run kaijus if they want to annoy you even further. It's basically a set 5 pass deck, and on your turn they try to OTK you. So as you guys see, I had one of the best starting hands in game. I had a starter card, I had Call By, I had Pandemonium, I had Fusion Destiny, and I had Crossout. At this point, I did not know I was playing against a burn deck. I was thinking, how will my opponent react to my field once I get my field established? Because I will have access to Butler, and Fusion Destiny gives me access to DPE. This was a ridiculous combo that I pulled off. One of the best boards you can pull off on turn 1. So I was really hyped about seeing what my opponent would do. And so this is my field you guys are seeing right now. I have Butler on my opponent's turn because I have Crossout. I could negate the Call By. I will guarantee have a Butler on my opponent's turn. I have DPE. This is pretty ridiculous in of itself. How will my opponent push past this? So, on my opponent's draw phase, he draws a card. I draw into Poly. On my opponent's draw phase, I activate the Bow Bark, and if you guys notice, the way I played it is that as I was playing the game, I was talking to my chat. I was saying, guys, if you can, always have all 3 cards you need for the Butler combo in your hand, because in case your opponent would kaiju one of the pieces you need for the Butler combo that is on the field, you would still be able to guarantee a Butler on the field if you have all 3 cards in your hand. And as soon as I finished saying that, as soon as I finished explaining all this to my chat, guess what happens? Main phase 1. He activates the pot of E, and boom, instant lava golem on my field. Like instant lava golem. My DPE tributed gone. My Lamseys tributed gone. Now, if I had played it in a way that kept Lamseys on the field with 2 cards in my hand for the Butler combo, being the Fansies and Dropsies in my hand, I would not have been able to access Butler right here. This is the reason why I tell you guys, always try to get all the cards you need for the Butler combo in your hand. That way it's a guaranteed Butler, in scenarios like this when your opponent has the priority to kaiju you or lava golem you. So that happened, my DP was gone, so I was forced to go into my Butler. So I went into my Butler combo using Pandemonium, activated all my graveyard activations. Again, 2 cards set down, no monster on the field. I cannot do anything about this by going into my Butler. And as you guys know, I love going into 2 copies of Dropsies on the field because this would either bait out an attack or a card to banish or tribute or whatever. And surprise, surprise, my opponent had drawn into another Lava Golem. And this guy knows, this is Diamond 1 by the way, all my games are Diamond 1. This guy knows that the 2 Dropsies would be an instant totally awesome on the field. So he chose to tribute both my Dropsies because I would have been able to access another Dropsies if I went into my combo by using the Fansies. So he chose to target the 2 Dropsies. That way it's going to be a guarantee that I cannot go into totally awesome unless I could get Rocket Ride on the field. So both my Dropsies gone. I'm left with 2 Lava Golems, 1 Fansies, 1 Butler on the field. That is pretty much useless. Now you guys could be thinking, but Jay, you have enough damage on the field to kill him next turn. Well, we'll get to that. So, Lava Golem on standby phase burns me for 2000, and I put all this into attack mode. You guys see right here? What's the card he flipped over? Threatening Roar. Your opponent cannot declare an attack this turn. He gave me the 2 Lava Golems knowing he has this card in his hand, so it's going to be a guaranteed. If I had Totally Awesome on my field right now, I would have been able to negate this. But sadly, no Totally Awesome, so no negate towards this. And my turn basically ends on this. I did not go into my combo because I was worried about Torrential Tribute. If I had gone into my combo and one of the face set down cards was Torrential Tribute, that would mean that I would have lost everything on the field. I did not want to go through that. I did not want to risk that. So I was trying to play it safe. So I ended my turn right here. I still had Butler on the field. I still had enough damage to kill him next turn. If he, now it's about my opponent reacting and not me doing anything. I drew into a Harpy's Feather Duster off of the Prankkids Pranks Recycle, which is an ridiculous top deck right now because, as you know, this is a burn deck that is a back row set deck, set 5 pass. I would be able to Harpy's Feather Duster his back row in case the only out he had was either a cross out or a Solemn Judgment, but we would come to that when it comes to it. So it's my opponent's turn. He activates Pot of D, banishes 10, draws 2, sets down 3 more, ends his turn. Now, standby phase, I take 2k damage again off of the Lava Golem. I'm okay with it. I don't care about it. Right here, I had an option, right? All these monsters are effect monsters. Now, I only had 3 spots left on my back row to activate my Harpy's Feather Duster. If my opponent had Imperm in this, or this column, if I activated Harpy's Feather Duster in that column, he could have used Imperm, negated my Harpies in that specific column. So I was kind of torn between using Harpies as the first card in my turn, or maybe go into my combo, then use Harpies. But then again, I was still worried about Torrential Tribute, so I just activated Harpy's Feather Duster. He activated the Ring of Destruction, targeting the Lava Golem, and then he activated Ceasefire as well. This will burn me for 3,000, and this will burn me for another 3,000. I was left with 1,000 life points. And since I wiped out his back row, I could safely go into my combo. Now, you guys could be thinking right here, Jay, why just not go into battle phase and kill him this turn? Okay, valid argument, but these guys do run Scarecrows and Battle Faders. You have to be extremely careful about those. So, to play around the Scarecrow or Battle Fader, I chose to go into Totally Awesome first. I had the materials required in my hand to go into Totally Awesome. The 1 starter card plus Polymerization, and I had both of those. So first, I made sure to have Totally Awesome on the field. That's the only reason the combo extension happened. If I knew what the card in his hand was, I would not have gone to Totally Awesome. But you have to think, you have to play around certain cards in certain decks. These guys again run Battle Fader and Scarecrow to end the battle phase. So that's the reason why I went Totally. Once my Totally hit the field, my opponent instantly scooped. Even if he had Battle Fader, I would have pushed through it using Totally Awesome and killed him. That's the only reason why I did the turn I did. Anyways, that's going to be the end of the game for today, guys. If you guys do like this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel for more daily prank kill uploads, and maybe coming online on my Twitch, watching me if you're interested in the live part of all this. Link along with my schedule will be in the video description itself. With that being said, this is JPP Duel signing off for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace!